Faith, you're going to be coming to the family and friend get-together soon, right? And when you come, you are going to help me out a lot, right?
Good evening, Shari. Of course I'll be coming to the gathering to help out. But recently my belly has grown a lot in size, so perhaps this time I won't be able to help you out as much as I had been the last time I was over. But I'll do whatever I can to help you and all the family out while they're over. So please, go about things as normal.
Huh? What are you going on about?
What? What do you mean? What am I going on about?
Are you trying to use your pregnancy as a way of getting out of the doing your job as my son's wife?
Excuse me?
Do you think that just because you are pregnant, you don't have to do anything now? You'd better get that kind of spoiled thinking out of your head right now, you idiot.
I never said that I wasn't wanting to do any work because of my pregnancy, though.
But you made sure it seemed like that's what you wanted to say, right? Your belly is too big now, so you can't help me out at this gathering. Since when did you think I wanted to listen to you talk back to me like that? If you keep that kind of back-talking behavior up, I'm going to have my son divorce you.
Shari, I think you're taking what I've said a little too far. It's not even a joke anymore when you say that you'd make your son divorce me like that.
And that's because I wasn't joking about it, Faith.
I'm telling you I'll be fine by the time the gathering starts. I will be there to help you as much as I physically can. It will be a bit harder for me to do all of the things I'd done before, but I'll make sure to get what needs to get done, done. All the cleaning and cooking that I'm normally doing already.
Is that so? Well then, you should have been saying it like that from the start. If by this weekend you're still trying to slack off from doing your work, I am not going to go easy on you, and it will not be forgiven.
I never meant any of that as a way of telling you I'd want to slack off, and I still have no plans to, all right? Anyway, I look forward to seeing you and the rest of the family and friends this weekend. Everyone that's been invited is going to be there, right?
Of course they all will be. This is a part of the memorial, after all. You really thought that some of them wouldn't be showing up for one of the most important events? You absolute dunce. Are you brain dead or something, even?
I'm sorry. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing everyone this weekend, then.
Faith, I'm planning on coming to the memorial this weekend, okay? It has been so long since I was last able to see you in person. How have you been doing? I'm going to be bringing some cucumbers that I've grown in my garden, so I hope you'll eat some of them.
Ebony, it's been too long. I plan on eating up as many of those cucumbers as I can. I actually really love them a lot.
That's great to hear, then. I'll make sure to bring a bunch of them to the event, then. You happen to be pregnant right now, right, Faith? How far along are you now?
I've just started taking maternity leave from work now, and I'm going to be close to my 9th month of carrying the baby.
That must mean that your stomach is huge now after having that baby in you for so long. Remember that in your final month before the expected date, you should take things very easy and get yourself lots and lots of rest.
Thank you so much for thinking about me. Have you been doing all right yourself, Ebony? Aaron has said he's really looking forward to seeing you this weekend again after such a long time away. He said that he hasn't had much time to come out and see you, so this will be huge for him.
Well, I'm sure he's really missed me a lot. Aaron was always attached to his grandma the most, and I'm sure he still is. After he was kicked out of his mom's place even, he would come over to my house a lot.
But Shari happened to take great care of Aaron as well when he was younger, right?
Well, your mother-in-law happens to be a very moody person, so I'm not sure how often she was really caring for Aaron. Some might say she spoiled him, but others would say she never really bothered with him, and that's probably why she ended up kicking him out.
Well, I can see that being the case. I'll make sure to remember that you think of her as a moody person as well.
I'm so happy that my grandson was able to have someone as nice and stable as you to come to his side and become his lovely wife. Please make sure to keep loving one another a whole bunch.
Hearing something like that from you makes me really warm and happy. Once I've had the baby and things have calmed down a bit, I promise to bring the baby over to see you and play.
I never thought that I'd ever have the chance of having a great grandbaby, but here we are. Oh, it makes me so cheerful. You are such an angel, Faith. I hope you really know that, all right? All you have to do is last another month or so with the baby, and you can finally go back to having a smaller waist again. Just make sure you don't overdo anything for a little bit, as there is no reason to. Just being pregnant in the first place is a very difficult job. You don't need to be doing anything else.
I'm glad you see it that way. I'll make sure to take it easy.
I'm sure come this weekend. My daughter is going to try and get you to help out during the event, but I'm telling you right now, it's 100% okay to tell her no. Back when she was pregnant, she didn't do a dang thing for anyone. So I think it's only fair you catch a break.
Wait, she really didn't do anything? That's a lot different from what she was telling me before.
What do you think you are doing right now? You come to me right now. You told me that you'd be coming here to help, so let's get going and get to work.
What? Aaron and I said to you before that we'd be arriving at 11 a.m. together.
Huh? Why do you think you get to slack off when you're my son's wife? Your job as his wife is to be here even before he arrives and start getting things prepared for everyone.
I'm sorry, but that wasn't the plan we had made before.
I don't give a crap whether you made plans to be here at 11 a.m. with him or not. To me, you are already 2 hours late now, and I will not forgive you if you come any later.
Wait, I never planned on being there later than was expected of me.
I'm not going to sit here and listen to all these excuses anymore. I've had enough of you trying to blame everything on you being pregnant. You stop it with all this crap about wanting to slack off and get your butt here now.
All right, I'll be there soon. I'm sorry for causing you all this trouble.
Hey, you! Where did you run off to?
I'm in the hospital now to make sure there was no serious damage done to the baby. I'm having a CT scan done. I'm in a lot of pain and am very worried about what might have been done.
Huh? The hospital? Why would you go all the way to the hospital for something like that? I'm really not messing around anymore, so hurry it up and get back here. There is no time to dilly-dally when the family needs you here to help care for everyone.
What are you talking about, Shari? Do you have any idea what you've done to me a little bit ago? I could sue you for assaulting me like that. I cannot believe that my own mother-in-law would resort to violence over nothing.
You sitting down in that chair while at a very important family event is far more crazy than what I had to do to you. I am very busy right now, and it's your job to help me at all times ensure the family is taken care of. Yet you went ahead and tried to slack off, so I had to teach you a very swift and heavy lesson.
You say that I sat down in that chair, but it was only for a mere second before you hit me. And that's not even my concern right now. I have the right to sit down when I need to, yet as I had just sat down, you turned around and hit me right in the stomach while I am 8 months pregnant with my child. That's what's crazy about all of this.
The only one crazy is you, Faith. You have no frickin' common sense, do you? The most useless wife I've ever seen in my life.
Common sense? I'm the one that lacks common sense here? So you think it's common sense to hit a woman in the stomach when she's pregnant because she didn't stay standing up?
You are my son's wife, and you remain standing all day? That is common sense.
I know you're a little bit ticked off right now, but you're saying that a wife must always be standing? What kind of crap is that? I have never heard about some kind of rule like that in my life. What I've heard a lot more about is that you should never resort to violence. That's the only rule, or I guess common sense, I'm aware of in this world. So tell me, who happens to have the more crazy idea here?
Do you think you're in the right position to be talking back to your mother-in-law like that?
If you continue to try and act as though I have no rights when around you, then you're going to really start pissing me off.
What's even worse is you didn't even try sitting on the floor. You sat in a chair. That right there is pretty much like you committing a crime. That's how messed up that was.
I really have no clue what is going on in your head right now, Shari. But I recommend you stop talking to me like that right now. I'd like to know why you haven't started thinking about how screwed up what you did to me was. You should be saying sorry to me. So please apologize for what happened and I might just forgive you.
The only one needing to apologize right now is you. Seriously. You are going to start embarrassing your husband if you keep all this up. He might start thinking about twice about you then. So you better not ever act out of line like that again by sitting down while on the job. That punch was me reminding you what you are supposed to do and does not require you to go to any hospital.
Reminding me? You're telling me that punching me in the stomach was to remind me not to sit down? I can see there's no point in talking to you about this anymore if you're going to think of what you did to me like that. I no longer feel as though I need to waste my time trying to understand your completely screwed up mentality.
Maybe you just need to put a little bit of thought into your head and you'd be able to understand me. You thought sitting in that chair as the wife of my son during one of the most important days in his family was the right decision? I hit you in the belly in order to teach you a lesson. And you going to the hospital for it is not allowed.
Well then, I guess it's my turn, right?
Huh?
Shari, you seem to think you're the queen of this event, huh? Acting like that? Well, you never act that way in front of me.
What? Who is this?
This would be your mother-in-law.
What? Ebony? There's no way this could be you right now. Stop fooling around with me right now, Faith.
I came to the hospital to bring Aaron with me so we could see how Faith is doing. I was fed up with being over at your house after what I had to witness take place.
What? Ebony, you were able to come to the memorial today then?
And right as I opened the front door to come in, I saw you punching Faith in the stomach as she took a seat. You understand what you did to her today was completely unacceptable, right?
What? Is this really you then, Ebony? What? Why are you using Faith's phone to text me right now?
Well, I was watching you in her text, but I had really had enough of watching you act like a total witch to her. You have really done it this time, Shari. What kind of hate do you have towards Faith that would make you act in such a monstrous way? Do you not care about your important little grandchild? That baby happens to be my great-grandbaby and someone I never thought I'd be around to see. If something happens to the baby because of you, what are you going to think then?
I'm sorry, but you really don't have to be that upset with me. This is all a misunderstanding on your part, I think.
Not my part. Then tell me then, what was it that I misunderstood? Explain it to me right now so I can comprehend why it was okay for you to hit Faith. Because as far as I'm aware, you only hit her because she needed to sit down and relax a little. If that's a misunderstanding on my part, then I must need to get my eyes checked.
At the time, I didn't think you'd be there to see what was going on to do to her. But what I had done was a way of teaching her what to do as my Aaron's wife.
So that was a lesson, huh? I'm amazed. You think violence is the right way to teach someone? I suppose that's why your son never really liked being around you then. You must have used violence as a way of getting him to do as you asked. My poor grandbaby.
I would never do that to Aaron. You know better than I do that he was my favorite little baby. I would never ever lay a hand on him, not even for teaching purposes. I'm telling you, I have never.
Is that so? Then that must mean this wasn't about teaching Faith a lesson or reminding her of anything.
Huh?
Right now, Faith is your son's wife, and she is carrying their first child. Yet you are telling me you punched her, assaulted her, in order to teach her a lesson about how to be his wife? You are a terrible human being, Shari.
Ebony, you have it all wrong here. I'm telling you the truth. Can you please believe me?
Just thinking that I had not seen what you did to her today, your acts of violence would only get worse and would probably cause even more serious damage to her. That scares me. Know that I'm not going to forgive you for what you've done today. You'd better be prepared for what awaits you tomorrow, okay?
Ebony, please. Don't say anything scary like that right now. I will make sure to come and see you so that I can get down on all fours and apologize to you.
There is no reason for you to be coming to me and apologizing on all fours. I think you know who you have to apologize to right now, correct?
Faith, why have you done that?
I'm still wondering the same thing about what you did yesterday, since you didn't do a good enough job explaining yourself.
You went and tattled on your own mother-in-law like that? What is wrong with you? Now because of you, my mother-in-law's upset with me and I'm embarrassed. You think you can turn Ebony against me like that? Also that you can slack off as a wife?
I happen to know that you are very afraid of your mother-in-law, and that's why I got her to help me deal with you. So I made sure she was there before I sat down. On purpose.
Huh? What did you just say to me?
It's amazing how well the timing worked out for me. We'd already been talking about how you'd probably try to overwork me today, and so Ebony was ready to see what kind of crap you'd pull. But to think you'd punch me right in the gut for it? I'm glad she was able to witness that the moment she opened the door.
Are you really, Faith? I never thought someone like you would ever do something so sly as have me punch you on purpose.
Well, I had a change of heart after I saw that you were never going to change. And everything you've said and done to me up to that point really pissed me off. This was all coming for you because this was all your fault. So please, just give up now and take the L. Now, did you come back to talk to me so that you could try to blame me even more for your lack of common sense? What happened to you coming to me to apologize?
Excuse me?
I thought when you were crying to Ebony, you made it seem like you'd be coming to me to apologize on your hands and knees, right? I mean, that's what Ebony had asked you to go and do. I understand that I wasn't around to witness her saying that in person, but I have looked at the texts you sent her while she was using my phone, and she said you needed to come and apologize to me. If you're not planning to apologize to me right now, then I'll go get your mother-in-law again and let her know that you're too far gone. Would you like me to do that again? I can tell her right now that you have not done anything to apologize to me.
You wait a second. Why do you know all about that?
I just told you.
But today, I've already been embarrassed enough. She came back to the house after seeing you in the hospital and hit me in the gut asking me how it felt. And everyone else sat there and watched as I fell to the ground coughing. None of them are even taking my side now. She's even got my own son going against me now.
You're surprised by all of that? Their reactions are all totally right, you know.
Huh? Why do you say that?
What you did to me in front of the rest of the family and friends has really made them upset. There are others that didn't see what you did to me, but they've heard about it by now, I'm sure. I'm sure Ebony has told them about it, and everyone knows that Ebony is not the type of person to ever lie. So this is it for you, Shari. It's over.
What do you mean it's over? What are you trying to say to me?
I'm trying to tell you that now is your last chance to think about all the wrongs you've done to me and apologize for them. I'm not going to forgive you for any of what you've done, but at least this way you're showing everyone you at least have a small amount of common sense. I don't even want to look at your face anymore, and I think I'm going to cut ties with you after today.
Huh? What do you mean you're going to cut ties to me? Do you plan on never coming back to my house again to help me out?
I would have to see your face again, so I'm afraid not. If you were to leave the place while I go over, then sure, I'll help out there.
I have no reason to be leaving my own house. It's where I live.
Well, then I'm not going back to that house ever again. That's it. I've told that to Aaron as well, and he's agreed with me on this one.
You're telling me Aaron agrees with you? So then Aaron is on your side as well?
You seem to still not get what's happened here, Shari. You decided to hate me for no good reason and started to harass me because of your hate. So the reason for everyone hating you now is because you never quit acting like a 5-year-old. And guess what? You can continue to act like that all you want, but not a single person in this family is going to be on your side anymore. To be honest, I was just going to let you keep treating me like crap. But then you made things a whole lot worse by threatening the life of my baby. That baby is Aaron's baby as well. Don't you think it's fair that he hates you for what you've done, just like everyone else in the family?
But, hold on a second. Cutting ties to his own mother?
I don't think he wants a parent around that thinks it's okay to threaten the life of his not even born baby. And even if it wasn't our baby's life that was endangered, you still assaulted me.
I never endangered anyone.
Who the heck do you think is going to believe that now? In reality, you wanted me to be hurt after something like that.
Hurt? I would never want you to hurt you or the baby. You're being overdramatic about all this.
You sent me to the hospital after what you did. Do you think I went there for fun or something? Because if that's what you think, then perhaps it's time I called the police and let them hear about this.
All right. I messed up a lot this time. But there's no way you guys could cut ties to me after something like this. I am Aaron's mother and your mother-in-law. I was just upset that you thought you could use your pregnancy as an excuse to sit around all day doing nothing.
Jesus, I'm going to tell it to you straight. You are absolutely screwed in the head.
Excuse me?
No, excuse me, witch. I heard all about you from your mother-in-law. Back when you were pregnant with Aaron, you never did a single thing for anyone in the house besides yourself. And that goes for doing anything at all for the family. All you did was sit on the couch or in bed asking everyone to help you. And you forced Ebony to have to come over and help out with chores and the cooking because you wouldn't move.
Well, that's because I didn't feel very good.
And there are people that end up not feeling very good, so I understand. But tell me, why do you think I don't get a chance to slack off and sit around now that I'm pregnant? If you could never grow the pair needed to do any of the chores or cooking while you were pregnant, don't force another woman to do it when she's pregnant. The way you've gone and rotted away all these years has really pissed me off and caused your whole family to hate you.
Aren't you going a little overboard now? Back in my day, things were a bit different.
I don't give a crap about how things were back then. I know for a dang fact that things were a lot harder for Ebony back when she was a pregnant woman, so you just shut it. But look at this. Ebony understands my pregnancy more than you, even though she had it far worse. Ebony's really been treating me so well, even though she never had it easy herself. Like any grandma would do for their grandkid.
Well, she was strict to me back in the day. You have no idea how bad I had it back then.
And I don't need to understand how hard things were for you then, because I know they do not compare to how terrible you've been treating me. And from what Ebony told me, the reason for her being so strict with you is because you were actually a bad wife. I'm not sure what all you did that made her think of you as a bad wife, but I might be able to make some good guesses. But it doesn't matter to me anyway, because you and I are done. I am tired of dealing with someone who cries as much as you do about absolutely nothing. And look, you won't have to cry anymore because I'll be gone. So this is finished.
Are you still going on about cutting ties to me? Saying something like that to me doesn't make me feel good at all. I was planning on helping you raise my grandbaby soon even.
If I left my baby with you, all you'd do is hit them. You are never, ever coming around my baby.
Why would I ever do something like that to them? You can trust that I won't. Even my own husband is starting to get upset with me now over this. Faith, please, he's saying that if you and I can't make up, he's going to make my life hell.
I don't care, and I think you deserve it after today. Now I've had enough. I am not wasting any more of my time talking to someone I hate. There's nothing more for me to gain here, so goodbye.
I will apologize to you, okay? You and I can make peace now, all right? I don't want my friends and family hating me forever, Faith.
Nope. I think it's totally deserved that everyone hates you now, especially since you asked for all of it. If you really want to apologize for all of this, then send me a video of you on your hands and knees saying sorry to me 300 times. But remember, even then, I'm not going to forgive you for what you've done. In the end, everyone in the family stuck to supporting Faith and not batting an eye towards Shari. And not too long after that memorial, they all began to cut ties to her and leave her for dead. This was then followed by Ebony, her mother-in-law, giving her a good talking to as her last words for her. And then her husband said if she doesn't change her behavior soon, he'll divorce her. Shari started to get really worked up over this and looked for ways to apologize to Faith for everything, but that obviously wasn't going to work. And even after having her baby, Faith has never let Shari see it, not even a picture. Faith did, however, let Ebony come and see her baby after she gave birth to it, and this made Ebony so happy that she had tears rolling down her face. Faith is living so much better now with everyone, since Shari is no longer able to reach them. And to be fair, it's best that Shari just vanished for good. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.
Dad? Why aren't you home yet? Everyone's been waiting for you at home. It's me and my husband, your grandparents, your friends, Mom, and, of course, the hostess of today's party, my mom!
Wait for me? What's the rush? Why is everyone gathering at our house? Is something special happening today?
Are you kidding me? Have you seriously forgotten? Today is your silver wedding anniversary. We made a plan last week to throw a huge celebration for this important milestone. How can you act like you don't remember anything?
Oh no! Is it today? I thought it was tomorrow. What am I going to do now? I have a dinner date with a business partner, and I can't cancel it. I haven't even bought a gift for your mom yet. Can't we reschedule the event for tomorrow?
Dad, are you serious? Everyone's already here. I even hired a 5-star chef to serve food, and you want to reschedule it for tomorrow? And guess what? Tomorrow, my husband and I are visiting his parents for 2 weeks. But meeting clients after work hours? Haven't you ever entertained clients this late before?
I know, but this client is incredibly difficult. If I don't meet her, she'll be furious with me. Can we please reschedule the anniversary celebration for another day? I promise I'll make it up to Mom with a special gift at the next party. I'll even buy her 2 expensive and fancy gifts.
Dad, you said the same thing on Mom's birthday last month. And what happened? You didn't keep your promise, did you? If you didn't want to celebrate this anniversary, you should have said so from the start. Did you really have to disappoint Mom by making her wait eagerly, only to vanish like this?
That's not what I meant. I genuinely want to find a balance. I'm talking about managing the expectations of 2 women is so difficult.
2 women. Is that what it's come down to, Dad?
Of course I'm referring to your mother and that female client. Who could I talk about anymore?
I don't want to hear any excuse from you, Dad. All I wanted to ask was if you could come home with everyone today. I understand work is important, but isn't today also an important day for Mom? Can't you find another coworker to do that for you?
I know, but I promise I'll try my best to finish my work as soon as possible and come home to celebrate with your mother. She deserves a special day, and I don't want to let her down.
I hope you mean it, Dad. Mom deserves all the love and appreciation in the world. We're all waiting for you to come home and join the celebration. Please don't disappoint her again.
I won't, Maria. I'll do whatever it takes to make things right. Just give me some time, and I'll be there. Thank you for reminding me of what truly matters.
Dad, do you have a moment? I need to talk to you.
Maria? Of course I have time. Are you finally willing to talk to me? I thought you would be angry at me forever.
Right now, the person you need to take care of is Mom. Do you have any idea how upset and disappointed she was when you didn't show up at the party where both of you were supposed to be the center of attention? It was meant to be a joyful celebration for her wedding anniversary party, but you...
I did my best to come back and join the party with everyone. Don't make it seem like I didn't make any effort. But do you have any suggestions on how I can make amends with your mother? It's been almost a week and she hasn't spoken to me or prepared my meals or clothes for work. I'm wearing a wrinkled shirt today.
Effort? Is that what you call showing up in the middle of the night? We waited for you, worried and anxious, and you arrived when the celebration was almost over. I called you countless times, but you kept ignoring me. How could you treat Mom and everyone else like that?
I know it was late, and I'm sorry for that, but you know how busy I've been with work lately? I don't have the time to cater to your mother's unfounded sulking anymore. If she would just do her duties as a wife properly, I wouldn't need to seek your help.
Busy with work? Is your work now named Janice? A 25-year-old hot chick who lives in the neighboring town and runs a small coffee shop near your office?
What? What are you talking about? I don't understand.
Oh, come on. Don't pretend anymore, Ross. I know everything. I've been following you and your mistress for the past week. Don't you find it strange that I know so much about her?
But why? How do you know about her? When did you find out? But I swear, everything is not as you thought. We're just friends.
I started to be suspicious about a week ago, on your wedding anniversary day. That day when my husband went to the neighboring town to pick up a cake from my friend's pastry shop. He said he accidentally saw you with a woman at a fancy restaurant across the street.
So what? She's my client, and we were just having business dinner, right?
Does a normal customer-employee relationship involve holding hands, hugging waists, and kissing on the cheek? Is that the kind of behavior you consider normal for a client?
No, Maria, you don't understand. It's not what you think. I would never betray your mother like that.
At first, I thought the same way. That's why I've been silent for a week, without questioning you, and I followed you and that girl. I wanted to find out everything before talking to you, even though I didn't want any of this to be true. But the truth truly shocked me.
What? You've been following me for a week? What have you seen? Maria, please listen to me. Things are not what they seem. At least, give me a chance to explain.
Okay, I found out that her coffee shop opened next to your office a year ago. And that's when you got to know her, right?
Yes, but I assure you that she and I are just friends. We confide in each other, nothing more, for a few months at first.
Friends confiding. Friends confiding but meeting every day and flirting with each other? What kind of friends need to go to a hotel to talk? I have so many friends and we never have to go to such lengths to have a conversation. Or are your friends the type who hold hands, hug each other in the street, and spend a lot of money on each other? Dad, let me remind you, I've been watching you for a week and I have evidence. Pictures of everything. What I'm asking for here is your sincerity and remorse.
I'm sorry. Have you told your mother about this?
No, I haven't told her yet. I wanted to talk to you first.
Thank you for keeping it from her, Maria. Just ask me anything. I promise to be honest.
No, Dad. I won't hide this ugly truth from Mom. I will wait for the right time to tell her, so she won't be too heartbroken. But why would you do this? How could you throw away 25 years of happiness with my mother to be with a girl that's even younger than your daughter?
Actually, it's not as happy as you think it is. I stopped loving your mother about 15 years ago. I've been living with her out of a sense of responsibility as a husband and father because I didn't want you to be hurt. Plus, she's a caring woman, always taking care of me. I feel at peace with her, but that's not love anymore. I'm just an ordinary man with a desire to find a woman who can give me passionate love. And Janice is that person. She's funny, cheerful, and indulgent, but she never raises her voice or scolds me like your mother. I've never felt this happy with your mother.
So, instead of working on your marriage, instead of communicating with Mom and trying to fix things, you chose to cheat? It turns out that you not only feel sorry for Mom, but also feel happy and fortunate for having an affair. Are you satisfied with this betrayal of yours?
Actually, if I say I'm not happy, then that would be a lie. Although I feel ashamed for sneaking behind your mother's back like this, all I'm doing is finding a soulmate to confide in and to do the things I've always wanted. Janice and I have only been together for a few months, but I've laughed more with her than I have with your mom in the past 15 years. That's why I don't regret being selfish for once and seeking happiness for myself.
What do you think of my mother then? Are you planning to continue betraying her while still indulging your affair with Janice?
Actually, I never intended to divorce your mother. I thought I could have a temporary affair with Janice to recapture some excitement in my life and then cut ties with her and return to our family. But Janice became more than I anticipated. But I can't deny the passion and happiness she brings into my life, and I found myself indulging in this sinful love affair. Your mother may not ignite the same passion in me or be as captivating as Janice, but she's a caring woman who takes care of our home. I've been with her for so long that leaving her now would make me feel lost and incomplete. Plus, she's your mother, and you know how much I love you. So I thought maybe I could have both of these women in my life. Can you understand where I'm coming from?
No, absolutely not. Don't use me as an excuse for your insatiable greed. Do you think you can live two lives simultaneously? Do you really believe you can be the wild, passionate lover while playing the role of an exemplary father and husband who genuinely cares for his family? It's not possible. You have to choose either this family or the love you're pursuing.
Maria, Why do you have to make it so difficult for me? I just want to be happy.
I want my mother to have the happiness she deserves. She has sacrificed her youth, her efforts, and stood by your side for all these years. And now you only care about your own selfish happiness while expecting her to live a life of estrangement and endure your fake love? With all due respect, Ross, if you no longer want to be with my mother and you're incapable of making her happy, then have the decency to confess everything to her. Ask for her forgiveness and set her free so she can find genuine happiness.
What? Are you suggesting I divorce your mother? How can you even say that? Shouldn't you be begging me to end things with Janice and reconcile with our family? Don't you think it would be better for all three of us? I could have the two women I want the most, your mother could still have a husband, and you could maintain the picture perfect family. Think about it, Maria.
That's enough, Ross. Don't utter another word about your despicable, selfish thoughts. Don't make me despise the father I once respected so deeply. Ever since this started, all you've cared about is your own feelings and desires, without considering the wishes of your mother or me. And now you have the audacity to claim it's the best outcome for this family?
Maria, please understand.
You know, Dad, let me tell you something you seem to have forgotten. Mom used to be just like Janice when she was young. She was full of life and optimism and had a spark that could light up any room. But years of shouldering the responsibilities of this family, while you focus solely on your work, have taken their toll on her. The weight of unfulfilled dreams and unmet expectations has transformed her into the grumpy wife you don't want to be with anymore.
Maria, I never asked her to give up her dreams. It was her choice to support our family and take care of the household.
Yes, it was her choice, but it was also influenced by your expectations and the demands of our family. She put her own desires aside to ensure that you had the freedom to pursue your career without any distractions. And now, after all these years, instead of showing gratitude and cherishing her sacrifices, you betray her with an affair?
Maria, it's not fair to blame me for your mother's change in attitude. Life happens, and people change.
I'm not blaming you solely, Dad, but I'm pointing out the role you played in her transformation. You were so engrossed in your career that you failed to notice her fading spirit, her diminishing hopes. You stopped seeing her as the vibrant woman she once was and started resenting her for not being the same carefree girl you fell in love with.
Maria, please forgive me. If I end things with Janice and make things right with your mother, can you promise me that you won't tell her about my affair? I don't want to break her heart and destroy our family.
Ross, I can't make that promise. Keeping such a huge secret from Mom would be unfair to her. She deserves to know the truth, no matter how painful it may be. This is not about protecting you or hiding your mistakes. It's about fighting for my mom's happiness and well-being.
But Maria, revealing the truth will devastate your mother. It will shatter her world and the trust she had in me. Can't you see that?
I do see that, Dad. I understand the consequences of telling her, but I also believe that honesty and transparency are crucial in any relationship. Mom deserves to know the truth so she can make informed decisions about her own life. Keeping this secret would only perpetuate the cycle of deception and prevent her from moving forward.
I'm begging you, Maria. Please, reconsider. I'll do whatever it takes to make things right. I'll end things with Janice and focus on rebuilding our family. Just give me a chance to fix this without hurting your mother any further.
Hey, is this Maria Smith's number? Ross's daughter? Well. Who's this eagerly messaging me? Isn't this Janice, my father's shameless mistress? I didn't come seeking a conversation with you, but it seems you couldn't resist reaching out to me yourself. How do you know who I am? Sweetie, I've been digging deep into your life for quite some time now. I know every little detail about you, from your phone number and home address to your parents and even information about your ex-lovers. I have all that knowledge in the palm of my hand. I just wanted to handle this situation peacefully before I'm forced to pay you a visit and show you the devastating consequences of wrecking someone else's family's happiness. Well, now that you know, I don't have to pretend anymore, right? That's right. I'm your father's lover, the one he truly loves, not your mother. Everything was going amazingly between us, and our love was undeniable. But suddenly, yesterday he bid me farewell, claiming it was because you had discovered our affair. So I'm texting you today to warn you not to interfere in my relationship with your dad. It's you and your mother who are tearing apart the happiness here. Oh, Janice, I didn't expect you to have the audacity to twist the truth like that. My mother is my father's legal wife, recognized by the law and everyone else. Unlike you, you're just a shameless woman, a disrespectful mistress. But let me remind you, you are never my father's first choice. He only turned to you in a moment of weakness and insanity. Marriage certificates? They're just useless pieces of paper. Who wants to sign them multiple times and still be unfulfilled? But don't forget, in matters of love, it's the unloved who truly destroy families. And guess who's the neglected cold one here? Your boring mother. Is that so? And you think you're better than my mother, acting all arrogant as if my father loves you? Of course. I am beautiful, talented, and have my own successful career. I know how to please men and make them bow down before me. Meanwhile, your mother is just a mundane housewife who doesn't earn a penny and has lost her attractiveness. Naturally, a smart and accomplished man will always choose a woman like me. Well, unless he's blind. Really? That's how you see yourself? But I don't see it that way, do I? You just have an average look, and it seems that cafe of yours wasn't built by your own efforts, but rather given to you by your ex-boyfriend, right? If you're so amazing, why don't you go find a successful single man to accompany you instead of an old man like my father? Ah, I see. Because successful men want virtuous women like my mother to marry. After all, no one wants to marry a promiscuous woman. You! How dare you insult me? I'll make sure Ross knows what you've been up to, and he'll make you regret crossing me. Regret? I'm not the one who should be feeling regret. If he truly loves you, why is he even considering leaving you? Face the truth, little girl. I'm just trying to save you from yourself. Give up on destroying other people's family happiness and go find a man of your own. You'll never be able to compete with my mother because I'll always fight for her, and my father won't give up on this family either. All your efforts are in vain. No way! Ross said he loved me. He promised me a diamond ring, and we had plans for the future. If he leaves me now, won't I lose my main source of income and that diamond ring? This can't be happening. I've endured so much for him for the past 6 months, and this is how it ends? So you don't actually have feelings for my father? You're just using him as a means to gain money, like the men before him. But let me enlighten you. All of my father's assets, including the house and the car, are under my name. So if he divorces my mother, you won't get a dime either. You. Why didn't you tell me this earlier? Oh no. Wait. I have an idea. Don't you want me to leave your father? Let's make a deal together. A deal? Exactly. If you give me $300,000, I will disappear completely. I'll never show up in front of your father again. You can keep the husband for your mother, and I'll have enough money to start fresh somewhere else. It's a fair deal, don't you think? Well, that sounds interesting, but actually, I have an even more intriguing proposition. Huh? What are you talking about? While I've been keeping a close eye on you and my father, I've gone beyond hiring a private detective. I've dug up every bit of dirt on you, your past, and your wicked ways. I have evidence of every family you've destroyed, every heart you've shattered. If you don't agree to disappear immediately, I'll expose you to the world. I'll make sure every person you've hurt knows exactly where to find you, and they'll come knocking at your door, seeking their revenge. This can't be happening. You can't ruin everything I've worked for. You should have thought about the consequences before you decided to ruin other people's lives. Now the tables have turned. You have a choice to make, Janice. Disappear from our lives, never to be seen again, or face the wrath of those you've harmed. The clock is ticking. All right, Maria. I accept your terms. I leave and never bother your family again. But I have one condition. What condition? Promise me that you will never reveal any information about me. My identity, my past, everything. I want to disappear completely and start afresh. Can you promise me that? Fine, I promise. I won't reveal any information about you. You won't hear from me again. I'll vanish from your lives, just as you wished.
Maria, please, I need your help. Your mother wants a divorce, and I don't know what to do. She won't even listen to me anymore. Can you talk to her and try to convince her to give our marriage another chance?
Dad, this is a difficult situation and I understand that you're hurting, but you need to understand that this is the result of years of neglect and betrayal. I can't simply ask Mom to change her mind. She deserves happiness and respect, just like anyone else.
I know I've made mistakes, Maria, and I deeply regret them. But I still love your mother, and I want to make things right. I'm willing to do whatever it takes to save our marriage. Maria, I know you're close to your mother, and I appreciate your support. But I'm desperate to save our marriage. I don't want to lose your mother and break up our family.
She deserves to be in a relationship where she feels valued and respected. If she's reached the point of wanting a divorce, it's likely because she has thought it through and believes it's the best decision for her.
Maria, I miss the way things used to be between us. As a happy family, I want to go back to the old days where we were all together and everything felt right. Can't we work towards that?
Dad, I understand you're longing for the past, but it's essential to accept that we can't go back to exactly how things were before. Our family has experienced significant changes, and we can't ignore the challenges and issues that have led us to this point.
Maria, I can't help but feel desperate in this situation. I'm deeply sorry for the pain I've caused both you and your mother. I never wanted things to turn out like this, and I regret my actions. Please know that I'm truly sorry.
Dad, I understand that you're feeling desperate and remorseful right now. It takes courage to acknowledge your mistakes and apologize. But it's important to remember that apologies alone cannot undo the past or heal the wounds that have been inflicted.
I know, Maria. I know that saying sorry isn't enough, but I want you and your mother to know how sincerely remorseful I am. I never intended to hurt either of you, and I deeply regret my choices.
Dad, I want you to understand something. While you may no longer be Mom's husband, you will always be my father. Our bond as father and daughter is separate from your relationship with Mom. Despite the difficulties we're facing, I will always cherish and value our connection.
Maria, I'm grateful to hear you say that. It means the world to me. I know I've let you and Mom down, but I want you to know that I will always be here for you as your dad. Our relationship is something I deeply treasure.
With the divorce now finalized, my parents begin their separate journeys in life. My father moves out and throws himself entirely into his work, clinging to the hope that one day my mother will find it in her heart to forgive him and they can rebuild what once was a strong family. Despite the distance between them, he still makes a point to visit me every month, maintaining a connection that runs deeper than the challenges they faced. On the other hand, my mother embraces the newfound freedom that comes with the end of her marriage. She seizes the opportunity to pursue her lifelong dream of traveling the world, a dream that had been put on hold for far too long. With my unwavering support and encouragement, she sets off on an incredible journey of self-discovery and adventure. I witness the transformation in my mother as she immerses herself in different cultures, embraces breathtaking landscapes, and creates cherished memories along the way. Her joy and fulfillment become contagious, and I couldn't be happier for her. Seeing her dreams unfold and witnessing the radiance in her eyes fills my own heart with a profound sense of fulfillment. Although the path ahead may be different from what we once envisioned as a family, we find solace in knowing that happiness can still be found in the pursuit of individual dreams. As I continue to support both my parents in their separate endeavors, I hold on to the belief that life has a way of weaving unexpected connections and second chances. Ah, and about Janice. A little bird told me that as Janice continues her destructive path of breaking up families, her actions eventually catch up with her. The universe, in its own mysterious way, brings consequences for her behavior. One fateful day, she becomes involved with the wrong person, someone who refuses to tolerate her manipulative and deceitful ways. This man's wife happens to be a skilled boxer with a black belt in karate, and it seems that Janice has finally met her match in more ways than one. It appears she has been on the receiving end of some powerful punches and kicks from someone who knows how to defend herself.